strictly entertainment value. Ready? All right.
Yeah.
Crawford Garcia.
Yes.
Garcia Thurman. Cotto Alvarez. Triple G versus Tubba. Or, you ready? Lee Honish versus probably the champion of the 185 class. Which car crash would you want to watch?
No, wait a minute. When you said Lee Honish, what sport is Lee Honish fighting
MMA
in?
Again.
Oh my gosh.
Those are your choices, and you can only spend on one of those fights. Which one would you pay for?
Well, I would definitely go support you, Lee. If the fight gets
now, let's
signed,
be honest.
Lee,
would
I'll
I be more
there.
entertaining than all of the aforementioned fights?
No,
What?
no, you're not. You're going to be better than Garcia.
Hey, look. From a technical standpoint, these will actually be fights. I'm just saying for entertainment value.
Yeah.
Are you going to get bang for the buck? I mean, let's be perfectly honest.
Well, the last time I seen you, I got entertained,
Right.
Lee. You took a broken nose for us, so yes, I'm going to say the entertainment level will still be there.
I'm not being a dick about this. I'm just pointing it out. Crawford versus Garcia? Really? How long do we have to wait for it? Like, who do they have to fight?
Oh, I know. No,
Garcia
exactly.
versus Thurman was a great fight last year. Okay?
Hey, Lee,
Cotto
seriously,
versus
if they
Alvarez
go on,
is being discussed with a straight face.
yeah.
And Triple G's fight is training for an imaginary fight. Is everybody shitting me? Canelo's doing
They're
nothing, and Triple
Carl
G's up in
Froch.
Big Bear training at altitude.
And not only do they want Carl Froch to lose weight, they want him to come out of retirement.
Right,
Like,
the
come
Carl
on,
Froch
even
Triple
at
G
some
thing.
point, you got to blame Triple G for some
the
of
thing.
these.
I might die if I fight. Like, there's an actual chance that I could do something way too stupid for my own good. I'm prepared to give that kind of entertainment.
Oh yeah,
You know me.
You're crazy, dude.
And I'm capable of that kind of stupidity. Am I not?
Yeah, no, I totally. You took a punch from a heavyweight. That was worse than the fight, the boxing match, and the MMA. I swear to God, taking that punch from Billy Joe is probably worse.
Yeah.
That's internal bleeding, dude. That's
yeah,
I know, but I'm just saying. There's a possibility
I'm kind of gifted when it comes to taking fast punch. Look, based on everything you've seen, my ability to take punishment is ridiculous. Like, it's almost legendary.
What do you have, like 14 knockouts in a row?
Yeah,
just
up to his last fight, he was about 20 straight. It's actually a decade. Billy Wright has gone a decade of knocking out the top 100 of the WBC, and he hauled off and clocked me, shot me across the room.
I was going to say, he still sent you back, though, Lee. You went back.
I did everything I could in slow motion. Yeah, the slow motion video is pretty funny. That's my point. Like, how can I even be more entertaining than this shit? Like, that shouldn't even be a discussion. Like, I'm telling you, bum fights right now are more entertaining than what they're talking about for next year. I'm looking at social media. There ain't shit on the horizon.
I know. We had one kid getting the motorcycle accident, Verdejo from Puerto Rico. He's on the back burner right now because of that. And then we had the other kid, Jose Benavidez, got shot over there in Arizona. He was jogging, training for a fight. Somebody shoots him. We've had some. We had the Tyson Fury cocaine thing that threw off one of the biggest fights.
I'm looking at it back to back right now. Anybody feel free, go to Twitter, type in boxing. Look at Chris Cyborg Santos, right? I don't know if she's Santos anymore. I think she broke up with him. But Chris Cyborg, right? Female, 145 pound. Ronda won't fight me. Misha just retired. Holly Holmes was a world championship boxer at 155. Bring her down to 145. That's getting more social traction. Okay, 283 retweets, 700 likes. Okay? And compare that to, let's just be realistic. I'm looking at Sky Sports reposting of Kovalev versus Ward. 130 retweets, 187 likes. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me?
No,
like this bad. This is heartbreaking. and I'm watching it happen. If I'm Andre Ward, and
is that on HBO? What does HBO's numbers look like? Are you on there?
No.
The feed, just to see how many are even liking the HBO page on this fight would be interesting. But I'm not surprised, Lee. I'm really not surprised. Kovalev Kovalev's not Triple G. We know he is because we follow. But okay. No, I gotta say the HBO subscriber does not know who Sergey Kovalev is.
Let's go with what's on Twitter right now, HBO Boxing. A retweet of Main Event's tweet saying 5 days to the fight, right? Go. 84 retweets, yep. 105 likes. All right, let's go further back. Wait, hold on. Let's go further back. HBO PR, which is the PR division for HBO. Their big presser photo and everything. 107 retweets, 123 likes. Let's go to Rock Nation showing training videos of Andre Ward. 75 likes, 52 retweets. Chris Cyborg talked about fighting Misha fucking Tate.
Give us the numbers one more time.
705. Like, I can't even make this shit up, man. Like, am I like the only guy who gets what's happening here?
Yeah. No, I told you I don't have an argument. Right? You just heard me say that out 40 minutes ago.
All you guys have to do is type in boxing in the feed, scroll down, and you will see, because she used the word boxing, because Misha Tate was a women's boxing champion. She's talking about fighting Misha Tate Misha Tate and Ronda Rousey. Are you shitting me? Like this.
Andre needs to say something about Floyd Mayweather. We need to use the Floyd Mayweather card. Does anyone have that in their back pocket? Please pull it. He needs to say Mayweather sucks or something. Mayweather was never as great as me.
It's days away from the fight. I can buy a $150 decent seat for Kovalev Ward.
Scalpers didn't even want him.
Hey,
leave.
Look,
That's what
I joked about this. I'm going to walk over to the arena at 8 o'clock and hold up a $20 bill. And I'm not...
No doubt.
I'll bet hard money I can get a $200 seat. Hard money. If they're not giving them away.
And even if you don't, you're walking right up. Even if you don't.
No doubt. What's my backup? Go to the window and spend $100 to get down into the lower section? I mean, if I'm... look, for those of you who don't understand how to do tickets, because this is the brilliance of going as a single guy to a fight, hey, if I'm in the top of the lower section, I'm walking down to a single seat down at the base. That's just happening. That's just literally happening. I'm going to have a $1,000 seat for this fight for $100. But Lee, you're media. You'll be going to the fight on Friday as media. Saturday, you'll be going and seeing Randy's fight as media. Why is it, Lee, you cannot get into Kovalev Ward? Right. Why can I not get into Kovalev Ward? Why? I just did my fucking damnedest to sell this fight. And to be perfectly honest, the media group handling it, the PR group, everybody behind this fight literally shit on it and hoped that it would run on its own. They did as little as they could humanly do to make this fight happen and be impressive. And it shows.
And what also is going to be a shock, I think, for HBO is no one's really thrown a pay-per-view. For HBO doesn't deal with the pay-per-view. Golden Boy and Top Rank have always done that. They just show up. But Main Events and Rock Nation are supposed to put on this pay-per-view in Las Vegas.
I like Main Events, but you're talking about...
They're not that big.
This is an awfully large production for
big
Main
event.
Events.
Yes. This is a big event.
Yeah, I agree.
There's things that Top Rank and Golden Boy, they've done this so many times. They know backup, plan A, B, and C. Remember when that happened? They got all those stories. Main Events and Rock Nation? Dude, you want to know the problem with Rock Nation is they don't have a face. Rock Nation is like a title with athletes. Who is their face? Who represents Rock Nation?
Look, I was going to do... Here's the thing. I was going to go do the whole live feed thing and go do it up from Roy's place or at Roy's fight on Friday. And really, you know what? Nobody gives a shit. More people cared about the Manny Pacquiao thing. I just know from our numbers that this is not going to get the level of playback about this one episode than the Manny Pacquiao fight. I just know it.
I wouldn't argue. That was the problem that Andre, I believe, had when he was up there. Nobody was there behind him. It seemed like there was Andre Ward was his own promoter, his own trainer. Yeah, even Virgil Hunter wasn't behind him after the Barrera fight, this last fight. Um, so I don't know. Good. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Hopefully the feed stays up. We know it doesn't go blank halfway during the main event.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say about, like, this should be such a bigger fight.
This is a reality check. This is what this is, Lee. We don't really have it without the Mexicans, without Saul Alvarez getting all the Mexicans to buy a pay-per-view in America. What do we really have? The African-American athlete has been falling back in the sport for a while now as far as people that can sell big tickets. It's what Daniel Jacobs was complaining about, even though he wasn't the right guy for the argument. There was a lot of truth to what he was saying. This is a reality check.
It's awful. I mean, let's break it down. Sergey Kovalev, 30-0.
Lee,
6 feet.
We watched.
Born 1983. Andre Ward, 30-0, 15 KOs. Height, 6 feet. Born 1984.
Hasn't lost in like 20-something years.
There's one draw for Kovalev, but legitimately,
Ward hasn't lost since he was 14 years old.
And they're talking about Rad Chad Dawson.
Yeah, we got a fight from 2012. I was like, this is not good. This is not good. I'm telling you. Kovalev just has to be Kovalev. Ward needs his A game. Seriously. And that hurt shoulder better be healed on November 19th.
Well, everybody, tune in this Saturday. HBO pay-per-view starts at 6 o'clock, where you can watch Curtis Stevens take on James De La Rosa in a compelling 10-round middleweight. It'll be all 10 rounds, whatever it is. Maurice Hooker takes on Darles Perez in a junior welterweight bout that will go all 10 rounds. Isaac Chimla blah 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 takes on Alexander Gesundheit in a 10-round light heavyweight bout. That'll probably go all 10 rounds. Ugh, what a shit card.
The Rock Nation website, when you go to it, there's not anything about Kovalev Ward on the front page. Seriously, go to it right. Rock Nation, just type it in. There's nothing there.
If you want tickets for the fight, they are available. Go to access.com. That's AXS.com. Kovalev Ward, you'll find tickets. Tickets right now start at $155.
You know what I hate, Lee? We won't get credit. Listen, I'm gonna hate on some of the chat rooms too, because some of you guys aren't writing what Ward really is either. You're hearing us say it, Fight Net Radio, but you won't be saying it until after HBO does. Because if Ward does win this final 12 rounds, he will become the legend that hasn't lost since 1994 or whatever how old he was. I think he's the same age as me, right? Andre Ward's how old? 32?
6, 7. What?
Yeah, so it's 98 or so when he was 14.
Yeah, he was born in 84.
84, yeah. So 98. He's 98. When in 1998, this man hasn't lost a fight. It's 2017. We're about to be in 2007. Oh, all of you are going to think he's cool. If you're hearing this, you guys need to put it out there. My guess is most of the
people who are listening to this that are in the writing arena weren't around even covering boxing during the Super 6.
Yeah, that's another one, too.
They don't even know who he is. So my advice is to go back to YouTube and watch that entire series again. When this underdog just showed up out of nowhere, right?
Kid. He was a kid. He was a 7-1 underdog. He had under 20 professional fights going up against these UK sluggers, these European bombers.
Long before Kovalev got to the scene. Long before Kovalev got to the show.
Hey, I will say, Lee, Kovalev, even the 24